In the introduction, I'll be talking about the goals, which are my dream school, dream job, and money, and priorities for undergrad and graduate school, and a possible specialization in the future. My goals for the future are to graduate high school and attend a university to work towards becoming a nurse or physician assistant. Following my education, I want to maintain a good job and be happy while working, but also make sure I'm able to support myself and have extra money in case I need it. Also, I would like to be able to pay back any debt I may have following an undergraduate or graduate degree. My priorities after high school are to attend a four-year university and achieve my dream job. The two schools that I have showed the most interest in are Campbell University and UNC Chapel Hill. Either of these schools provide an opportunity to pursue a career in nursing or physician assistant. Once I obtain an undergraduate degree, I would like to further my education and receive a master's degree in either of these focuses. I'm also interested in sports medicine, and each of these schools provide an opportunity to specialize in that area. The college payoff suggests that having some post-secondary education, even without earning a degree, adds nearly $250,000 to your lifetime earnings. This goes to show that a higher education is important and can impact your salary and future if you are required to pay back any debt later on. In the body of this video, I'll be talking about both career options and their pros and cons, and the payoff and trade-off of each. While attending a higher education, I would like to stay close to home, and Campbell and UNC are both close to home. By staying close to home, I would pay in-state tuition, and that would keep the cost of schools lower. The two schools both have majors to become a nurse or a physician's assistant, and in the future their graduate schools would also offer a higher degree and would allow me to specialize in my interests. These two schools offer very similar opportunities for academics, and the services for students are designed to help students succeed and do well in their intended major. If I became a nurse, I would prefer to work in a hospital. Being a nurse would allow me to work directly with patients and would also allow me to find a specific section such as orthopedic or cardiac. Becoming a nurse would put me in a community service type of setting because I would be more involved in community health. In nursing, I would be able to receive my Bachelor of Science of Nursing in my undergraduate years, and then my Master's in Science of Nursing in my graduate years. This program is generally only 2 years, but finding a specialization would add an additional 2 years. Becoming a nurse would ensure a variety of insurance benefits, and their salaries can range between $51,000 to $92,000 and vary depending on the level of education. The hours are generally 12-hour shifts, 4 days a week. Nurses also hold liabilities, but in most cases, the company provides liability insurance to protect their employees. Becoming a nurse would allow me to have flexible hours and less flexible than a PA. But a PA can make more decisions and have a higher rank, which is something I am interested in. If I became a physician's assistant, I would like to work in a private practice. A PA would allow me to work directly with patients and is classified as more of a community service program rather than a STEM program. To become a PA, I would begin an undergraduate in any type of science, such as nursing or anatomy. There, I would get a master's degree in that science. Following that, I would work for 3 years in a healthcare profession. I would get 2,000 shadow hours in order to enter an accredited program, which is called the Accreditation Review Commission on Education for the Physician's Assistant. Following this course, I would need to pass the certifying exam, which is called the Physician's Assistant National Certifying Exam. I would then become a physician's assistant. The average salary is $97,000. They do work close with the doctor, which increases their liability and must be covered. They receive insurance benefits in all areas. They should be in decent physical shape and able to be fast physically and mentally in order to assist patient needs. The hours of a PA, if they worked in a private practice, are generally 5 to 7 Monday through Friday. Although the liability increase is at a PA level, I'm feeling that working in a private practice would allow flexible hours, and I feel that a private practice would allow better benefits rather than general benefits from somewhere such as a hospital. Paying for all of the accreditation tests would cost more money, but because a physician's assistant pays higher, I feel like it would be the better choice. In the future, paying for college is going to be expensive, but I'm lucky to have my parents that are willing to pay for my undergraduate degree without requiring me to pay for it. Although they will be paying for it, I want to try to help them as much as possible and apply for scholarships that will assist them in the price of my education. I would also enjoy doing a work-study program at either university and trying to bring the cost of school down. The housing cost and other expenses are not included, so working for scholarships will be essential in decreasing the price. I would plan to use a savings account and potentially take out a loan for graduate school. I would prefer to take out a government loan because the interest rates are not as high. The NC 529 plan is a savings account, and if I have an account set up, I would most likely use it for graduate school. If the account is not set up right now, I would set it up before going to undergrad and have it for graduate school to try to decrease the amount of loans I would need to take out. I think the smartest choice for me is to use the loan during undergraduate school so that when I graduate, I will be straight into the workforce and it will be easier for me to pay it back without having it increase as if I use it for undergrad school and have to go through graduate school without being able to pay it back right away. In conclusion, here are some practical situations. College is a major step in life that requires a strategic plan to accomplish goals involving money, what you want to do, and the level you can go. To prepare for college, I have made decisions revolving a higher education. My two options are Campbell University and UNC Chapel Hill. At either of these schools, I plan to study nursing or classes to become a physician's assistant. Applying to scholarships will be beneficial to saving money. Over the summer and the past few months, I've been saving money for school to use for extracurricular things I may need or want while at school. For graduate school, taking out a loan may have to be an option, so it is important for me to make sure whatever I am studying will provide me a good opportunity to pay back once I receive a higher degree. Both nurses and PAs are good jobs and give good benefits and overall will always be needed in the future of healthcare. Therefore, it is a stable field to enter to. Although each of these will take time to achieve, this is something I have always wanted to do, and I feel that in the end I will be satisfied with the decisions I've made. Although taking out a loan is not ideal, I am confident that in these job settings I will be able to pay them back and have money to live a good life later on. Works cited, required sources, and additional sources.